At Hollis Innovation Academy, a public district school in Atlanta, Georgia, the Additional Language and Literacy block, ALL block, provides a structure for student agency and mastery. Working hand in glove with the module lessons, the additional practice in ALL block ensures equity for all students. The 5 components of the ALL block are accountable independent reading, additional work with complex text, reading and speaking fluency and/or grammar usage and mechanics, GUM, writing practice, and word study and vocabulary. Each day in the ALL block, students rotate through 3 of the 5 components in 20-minute rotations. One of the rotations is a differentiated teacher-guided activity in homogeneous groups. English language learners may be grouped together or with other groups, depending on the learning needs and skills of each student. Every 2 weeks, students are regrouped based on formative teacher, peer, and self-assessment. When not working with the teacher, students decide in which order to complete the remaining 2 components, accountable independent reading and another independent activity. In this video, the students will work with the teacher on additional work with complex text, while the remaining students work in heterogeneous groups on reading and speaking fluency and accountable independent reading. Within these scenes, you'll see in action peer feedback and self-assessment, the power of content-based literacy, and student roles in the self-managed classroom.
You're in charge. I'm just watching. Thank you.
For on the other side of the river, she has marked.
During reading and speaking fluency, students practice reading aloud texts from the module lessons, set goals, and monitor progress.
To get the children to be able to be trusting of each other and self-manage, it took a lot of practice, took a lot of modeling.
Who wants to volunteer and read the instruction?
I like ALL block because I get to work with other students, and they make me feel happy because I get to know about my peers.
Students in this class go from not knowing to understanding, first with their peers.
I'm not understanding. Okay, so.
They know before I need to ask my teacher, I need to ask my peers.
Oh no.
Okay. So I love seeing them take accountability for their assistance, showing us how comfortable they feel with the topic.
After fluency practice, students use protocols to give partner feedback.
So you gotta write what he did well and what he needs to work on, and the one you need to work on, you write stairs, and the one you do well on, you write a star.
She did good on projecting your voice. He said I need to work on not reading fast.
My other one is that we need to improve on is reading time.
We collaborated a lot.
They close by discussing progress on group goals.
We persevered through it.
So even if you haven't made it to mastery, if you come from emerging to developing, that's growth, and we shout out all of it.
Meanwhile, students grouped by level work with the teacher at a different station. During teacher-guided rotations, teachers facilitate while students use protocols to collaborate.
And come to a consensus on what the idiom is in that passage. I guess this was not a piece of cake, huh?
No.
After 20 minutes, students that were working with the teacher choose which of the 2 independent activities to move to first. The teacher calls over the next leveled small group of students. In additional work with complex text, students revisit central text from the module to deepen comprehension of text and content.
If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what would you feast your eyes?
And that source says that is from Lynn Cherry from the Great K-pop tree.
The integration of the skills within the context of what we're reading in the module lessons is much better than teaching in isolation. We are reading about the rainforest and different animals in the rainforest, different plants in the rainforest, and teaching them about idioms that are in the text helps them to use this complex text that they're reading.
It helps them understand, okay, this is how it is used. It makes it more personal, more real.
Please look upon us all with new eyes.
Let's have a brief discussion. I'm not gonna spearhead this.
Why do the animals and the kid from Jhanai Mama want him to wake up with new eyes?
The boy didn't want him to cut down the tree.
They provide oxygen for the animals. Many animals live there, and they will have a place to stay.
It's more complex in a text than it is just giving them a list of idioms.
You can look at the rainforest in a different way.
Look at the rainforest in a different way. And it helps them understand this is real life stuff.
We're going to do your own ebook, and I think that's something that you guys should focus on, rainforest deforestation.
This is something that you'll actually use in the real world.
All of you are going to go to whatever station you didn't go to the first time.
Accountable independent reading is a component of every all-block session. Students increase reading volume at a range of levels, building more content and domain-specific knowledge.
I keep the time. We have 10 minutes to read the book, and then we write down the prompt. And now we have 5 minutes to write the response. We switch every day. We gotta pick a facilitator and a timekeeper before we do all block.
So everybody grab out their independent reading journal.
When I saw the children take on the roles, the leadership roles, the facilitator, the timekeeper, and they could do it without me, and I didn't have to get up so much from my small group to see what they were doing or to remind them of things, and I saw that, oh, this can work.
Everybody open their books and read. She should expect us to do the right thing, and I think that's great because she believes in her students.
So the kids can learn to do stuff by themselves, so the teacher won't have to do a lot of things.
And they could tell me in the end something that they learned from it.
They can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but you don't literally do that. You actually just do 2 things at once.